lóòótọ́ ó ń ṣe mí bákan. Àmọ́ mi mọ bí n ṣe ṣàlàyé rẹ̀.
Ọ̀dà. Bó o ní bí? Eléyìí. Mo fẹ́ fèrè ìfẹ́ àwọn òyìnbó hàn.
Hi guys, before I start with the plot of this movie, I'd like to say I appreciate the fact that the plot of this movie comes down to, the revelation of this movie. The whole story starts from close to the end. I love the concept of that. Guys, Labakeolododo is currently streaming on movie box. You can search it there and download it. The plot of this movie is about a warrior, Labake, who unfortunately for her, her parents died on the day she was born. And now she's a warrior in a town. She's the head of the whole army. And now she's faced in the situation of having to torment the kingdom that killed her father, because her father was killed. I'll say this epic movie did try with the use of the voodoo, with the use of incantations, self-eulogy. This is quite typical in a Yoruba movie, so they did quite well with having to, put that into this movie. Although this movie was quite star-studded, to be honest, we had likes of ODUNLADE, IYABO OJO, we had Balogun, a lot of veteran actors in this movie, but each character came in the right way. This was not overemphasized, it was not overwhelming for us. Even the old popular faces like ODUNLADE was there. He just had like one scene and it just brushed through, which I really love the concept of that these days. One of the things I love that this movie did was the birth of Labake from that first scene after she was born. They showed us the whole blood scene, the placenta. I just felt so natural, so real. I really like that. That was quite commendable, to be honest. It's one of the things that was quite, I don't know if I say fascinating for me, but I think I just had it up to here and I was not too intrigued by it. Was that scene where Labake and her warriors, they were fighting and they started killing and this whole bloodshed. It just felt forced to me. I just didn't really resonate with that scene. Funny how, because I think I'm quite used to epic movies doing this nowadays. So watching that scene, I was not so intrigued or so shocked by it. It just felt like, like let's have this, which is quite normal to have, but I just didn't really feel. It just felt forced to me. I was not so excited about it. So for Labake's right hand Mayeki too, I just knew something was off about him, because how calm and patient he was. Just felt like he was concurring to a lot of things she said. So me, I didn't really trust that character. I just felt like this character had something coming. He had like an ulterior motive. So that particular scene where she denounced her deputy and how he acted, and the camera was quite fixated on him for us to be able to see that. I just knew that this guy, there was something off about this guy. So I was not quite surprised on how he slid that. I kind of saw that coming. Goes to the costume, the scene arrangement. One of the scenes that I kind of liked was that market scene, because we had a part where they were selling moi, akara, gari, just like how normal market is, but in this situation it's like a night market. But I could totally relate to that scene. Funny how what happened to Labake was kind of like what happened to her dad, but in this situation Ari was for love, but dad wanted to reclaim back his land. But for her, I just understood how overwhelming she could feel at that moment, because you were born with a certain form of responsibility. People are living normal lives, getting married, having kids, and all, but you're a warrior. You have to constantly do this, which at some point in your life you just get fed up and you just want something new. So I totally understood, our whole reaction towards that. One of the things that was quite funny to me was that scene where one of our warriors was explaining about love for her. I just that face like how irritated she was. It was so hilarious, because when they started showing the way, I thought maybe she was going to be like, when she like I'm like, yo. So when she started feeling those shivers of love for Jayoba, I could totally understand it. A girl gotta go on to something. So I just knew like at some point she was tired, and she gave her all to him because, like, she had really trusted him. She had not felt that way, made her feel quite different and special. Even that when he first read the letter to her, she burned her face like she was not so interested. But later she went to start reminiscing about it. I love that they kind of added that into the movie, because I didn't even see her falling in love at some point. But I like that was attached to it, even though Jayoba had like quite an attribute. I felt that for him, it felt, he liked her at some point. Guys, I would like to say this, that breast scene. We have seen this breast scene a lot of times. So for me, it just felt, I don't know what to say first. Because, from Anikula, but that was when we first encountered this whole breast thing, and now they brought it here. It was obviously not a real breast, but I like the fact that they kind of, adding a part, that they're trying to attach nudity into movies these days, to make it feel so real and not so conscious of, having to show that, which I did dig. But guys, this movie is such a good movie, although I felt like it was a bit too long for me to start seeing the whole story. I thought that I've kind of short it a bit so we start to grasp and understand. But the ending felt like the story didn't connect so well together, because after Labake was arrested, and now we are seeing her grandma and now her child. It just felt like, because at the end of the day we didn't even know if Jayoba still died. Probably he died, because I've been wondering for the longest time. But Hake vanished from Earth, so it just felt like they didn't gather the story together close to the end. But aside that, let me know if you've seen Labakeolododo. Let me know what you think about it, guys. I'm going to read this one E6. Let me know your thoughts on it, and don't forget to kindly show me that movie box, and please don't forget to continue watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think about my video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.